started it too soon. Again.
Presented by Cullen Electric. That'll be rocking and rolling this Sunday.
Mark with a C, Amazon, one of my stable.
It's still you who will
he's a superstar
decide.
now.
I
What will I
crazy.
He's
decide?
writing for The Athletic, and he's on TV. I mean,
I made him out of 10 pounds of dirt. Mo Ager
10 pounds of something.
owes me everything. So I did him when I
Does
could
he ever say thank you?
not
I
one
think I
word.
forgot
Thank
to.
you.
Really
I
negative
did.
guy. Very negative.
I forgot to
Right.
change
But
my
these are
batteries
individuals
this
that I
morning.
create out of
That's
nothing.
why my mod is
Well,
dead.
at least
I
one
got
of
my
us made
shit
it.
batteries in it.
Me.
I'm thinking Mark with a C, Amazon.
What? Oh.
Segment, get me out of the stooge report.
Willie, in honor of a overcast day here in the Tri-State and a big basketball weekend.
All
And the
right.
Kenwood Town
Well,
Center's not on fire anymore.
No, it's not.
It was a
have it
crisis for like
good.
10 minutes. Billowing black smoke out of the
Good
roof of the
weekend.
Kenwood Town
All
Center.
over the place.
Tom Weeman got on it.
Somebody must have made a well-done steak over there or something. I don't know what was going
How
on.
about this? I didn't know
Got a lot
this.
of
Yid and
traffic
Marty
here.
are taking a
Friday
streetcar
or
to
something.
Goodyear. Did you know that?
What?
Did you know they're taking the streetcar?
I didn't know there was... What do they mean? They take an Amtrak?
No. Our streetcar is being pulled by a tow truck behind it. They're taking the whole thing out. It's going to take them a while to get there, I would say.
Well, they
Last
better
time I-
leave. They better leave now. They got a week to get there.
The last time I saw the streetcar, it was being towed.
Of course.
Have you seen the video?
Yes, it's hilarious.
Is that a classic
I
moment?
think it's Schaefer's Towing. So if you
Wow,
need a
look at that
wrecker, I think
flood.
it's
Can you see that
Schaefer's
flood?
is the way to go.
And it's not operating
water
this
is
weekend
way
because
up.
it's wet.
Even
Oh,
the
no.
ducks are
No,
afraid to
can't
get in
tell.
it.
If it's wet,
It's either ice or snow.
dry.
Heck,
Sorry,
it
they're
doesn't
geese, they're
operate
not
when it's
ducks.
85 and sunny out, does it?
If it's hot, well, it's hot. If it's
When
hot,
you're hot, you're hot. When it's not, you're not.
when it's cold, when it's dry, when it's wet, when it's sunny,
Worthless.
or when it's cloudy, it doesn't work.
Take the Metro.
You got the tow truck taking the streetcar right up the route.
Yeah, the route's going up somewhere.
Segment, thank you. We got Vinny coming up first. We'll take your calls now at 513-749-7000. The Seg, I'll be gone the next 9 days at my double ride near Cape Coral, Florida to play golf with Bruce, Wally, and the boys.
Oh, good luck, Willie. Good luck, Willie. You got to make it, 2 in a row at Bears for the championship?
At the fall.
So you got to keep that trophy, correct?
Keep my trophy. I'm 70 years old. I worry about trophies. I got to keep my trophy. Which I couldn't care less about. The segment, get me out of the stooge report. We have thousands on hold and millions are listening.
Willie, once again on an overcast but cold Friday here in the Tri-State with basketball out the Wazoo starting tonight, tomorrow, and
Oh
Sunday.
yeah,
at the
what did I
Great
tell you? It was
American
hot
Race on Sunday,
yesterday,
the Daytona
and today it's
500.
going to
We
snow
were told to
maybe.
get better. Deer Park now has T-shirts.
And the park
We just got better.
versus Marymount tonight.
And Nudge is here to eat some more cake.
We leave you with the immortal words of the Stooge Report.
Back, Marty, when I die and go up to that big old baseball diamond in the sky, it's going to say on my gravestone, he believes in God, teaching, and beliefs.
You know, we got to, you know what? Well,
Gotta get the old
you're going to be gone, but you know what? We got to get the old coach on, like, opening day. The old coach has got, I mean, if we have to pay for the old coach to
Let's
come
get him
from
here.
North Carolina,
Let's get him here.
we got to get the old coach on
Oh,
on
boy.
opening day or something.
Well, there's opening day on the Thursday. Then there's opening night on
Well, we
Saturday.
can do it
Then
both.
there's Finley Market opening
Need
day
to
on
get
Monday.
inserts
Well,
for
We
my
like it so much,
shoes.
we're going to have 3 opening days.
Unbelievable,
Something
Eddie,
like
man.
jab me in
Let's
the arch
continue
of
with
the
more of
foot.
your calls. 513-749-7000.
What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
At your home of the Reds, News Radio 700.
Fucking dip nugget. Drive your shit box.
With the iHeartRadio app, you can listen to Mike McConnell anywhere.
Oh,
Have Mike with you during your morning shower.
Hey, did you use the last of the body wash?
Just listen to our live stream on the iHeartRadio app. Don't have the iHeartRadio app? Download it now. If you do have it, what are you waiting for? Listen to News Radio 700 WLW wherever and whenever you want with the iHeartRadio app.
Oh boy.
The Penn Station Athlete of the Year program, sponsored by 700 WLW, ESPN 1530, KISS 107, and Fox 19, celebrates exceptional senior student athletes, giving them a shot at a $10,000 scholarship. Nominate a worthy high school senior at pscincy.com. Sag, winter sucks. What can I do to get that warm, cozy feeling inside?
Willie, call Schmidt Heating and Cooling today to find the best Temstar product for your home. They can give you tips and advice on how to choose the best Temstar high-efficiency furnace to increase increase your home comfort levels. Plus, the Tempstar no-hassle replacement warranty will leave your worries in the cold.
I feel warmer already.
In Cincinnati, call Schmidt Heating and Cooling at 513-6900. Schmidt Heating and Cooling and Tempstar. Quality you can feel. Tempstar.
Get ready. Pack up all of your guns and knives and head to Bill Goodman's Gun and Knife Show at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. I-75 at exit 51 across from Miami Valley Hospital. Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 9 to 4. Buy, sell, trade. Don't you dare miss this big gun show.
Walt's Hitching Post, serving up mouth-watering steaks and ribs since 1942. Down-home atmosphere in a comfortable setting, bourbons and fine wine. Prices are not pretentious. They don't make places like Walt's anymore.
Fear Buick GMC, the best sales and service in Butler County for over 85 years. Save 15% on 2018 GMC Acadias. That's an average savings of over $8,000.
Cornfield there is flooded too.
Grade. FearMotors.com.
94.5 FM WKFS HD2 Milford and W233BG Cincinnati.
In another growing business, you wear a lot of hats. The I ordered hat, the Mr. Fixer hat, the It's Taken Care of Because I Handled It Yesterday hat. My favorite hat? My I received an order from Granger hat. I look my best in that one. Granger's got the products I need and gets me them when I need them, no matter what hat I'm wearing that day. You know what? I love Granger. You know why? Because Granger's got my back. Call clickgranger.com or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Ohio,
As a small business owner, you make every dollar count. So what could you do with $10? Go to Vistaprint.com today and you'll get 500 high-quality custom business cards for only $9.99. That's less than 2 cents per card. And at Vistaprint, your satisfaction is absolutely guaranteed. So it's never been easier to turn 500 strangers into connections. Just visit Vistaprint.com and use promo code 2000 at checkout. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code 2000.
Live from the 700 WLW studios, driven by Mike Astrucci Ford in Milford and Alexandria. Visit the largest volume Ford dealer in the tri-state and let them save you time and money. They're number one for a reason. That's Mike Astrucci Ford.
Billy Cunningham, a truly great American with you today. Coming up in about 15 minutes, Eddie Fingers will be here with Mark Lazier and more. Plus lots of high school sports tonight. Saturday, big game, maybe the biggest home game Xavier's had, not with UC, maybe in decades, is Villanova at X, according to Andy Mack. The last 12 times the two teams have played, Xavier is 1-11. It must change tonight. Let's continue now with Vinny, David, Jason, and thousands of others. Vinny, welcome to the Bill Cunningham Show. Vinny, please go ahead.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Great day to be an American.
I hear you on that. Hey, I just had a quick thing to say. You know, if they want to hire off-duty police and everything, why don't they just, you know, there's a police department in every city. Why don't they just put police departments either in the schools or small regiments? You know, because certain cities have more schools than others, but...
Well, you could, you know, Vinny, it is so expensive now to do anything. You could hire off-duty or retired military and retired cops, and I bet you for $25 an hour, they'd be more than willing or less money to be like a security force. And you don't have to have them armed like the SWAT team. They could be dressed discreetly and have their weapons not covered. They cover up the weapons. They're not visible. They're not 6-shooters on the hip. And you could have them just walking around school. And I think in many school districts, I bet almost every school district in America has retired cops, retired firefighters, retired whatever military, and almost donate their time in exchange for lunch to spend time walking around helping children. I don't think it'd be an expensive thing. Well, wouldn't you donate your time if you were retired, spend 4 hours a day, someone else spend the other 4 hours? Wouldn't that make sense?
I think so, but then again, if you think every police department, every city, they have their own building, they're paying for that, why don't they just put them at the schools?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that save money right there, too?
To me, it would save a lot of money.
What the fuck are you talking about,
It would save lives. The first thing that happened in Broward County when the shots were fired, it took about 2 minutes for a call to be made. The whole incident was 6 minutes from start to finish. The first 2 minutes, people were in a state of shock and running around. And the first thing they did was 911. Somebody come here with a gun. Now, they barred their security personnel, 3 of them, from having a gun in the school. So it is so asinine to have 3,200 kids
Big
in
bump.
a large high school, which, by the way, that city was selected as one of the most safest cities in America because it is not a high crime area. It's just the opposite. It's a low crime area. And the first thing they did when an incident transpired was tell 911, please get a cop here immediately with a gun. Why not begin the process with a cop there with a gun? It likely would have saved a lot of lives.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no shit. They got cops at Walmart. Why don't they have a cop in the school?
It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, you're a man. Thank you very much for calling. And think about this. There's going to be school board meetings next week and the week after and the week after that. In your area, wherever you live in the tri-state, once a month or so, there's a school board meeting. Normally, extremely not well attended. People don't show up. Because so many of us are conditioned by the media to say guns are bad, and therefore we can't use them. Whenever the issue comes, should there be guns in public schools or private schools? Should there be guns? You're going to have large numbers of well-meaning but misdirected individuals showing up to say, we don't need guns in schools, that is more dangerous. Can somebody tell me the last time someone was accidentally killed with a gun in a school? Accidentally killed. Like from a cop or a retired military. In fact, when was the last time there was a fire in a school? I know Richard K. Jones a couple of days ago, he said 0. In the last 50 years, not one student has ever been affected by a fire. It doesn't happen. We keep doing the same thing, anticipating often a different result. So because of the mentally ill, there's, according to experts, 80,000 mentally ill teenagers in America that generally are in dysfunctional families with access to weapons. There is no way you can police 80,000 individuals because there's 80 million kids in school. We're talking about a very small percentage. 80 million school children. We have 80,000 individuals like Nicholas Cruz running around right now. Right now, in our area, in the 8 to 10 counties that surround Cincinnati, we have hundreds, if not 1,000 or 2,000 individuals just like Nicholas Cruz. They're waiting to be triggered by some event. The triggering might have been the death of his adopting mother about 3 months ago. But on January the 5th, about 6 weeks ago, one of the friends, so to speak, of Nicholas Cruz called the FBI in southern Florida and told the FBI, this kid is a problem. Christopher Wray, the director of the FBI, said a couple hours ago, we did not properly follow up on that at all. All it took was for an FBI agent or a police officer to go online, social media, put in his name, and it would have lit up with these ideations of guns and knives and other incidents. 39 times police officers responded for service requests to his home. 39 times. He was engaged in suicidal behavior. He was cutting his arms. He was decapitating small dogs and cats. He was torturing animals. He was on social media threatening to kill people. He called himself a classic, he called himself a world classic school shooter. The FBI was notified at least twice on September 25th and on January the 5th that this was going to happen. And it finally happened. And now we know, now we have plenty of time to investigate all this stuff. We know exactly now what to do and how to do it and what's going on. How about ahead of time? For the next Nicholas Cruz, if it's Mason, if it's Westchester, Lakota, if it's Madeira, if it's Simon Kenton, if it's Dearborn, if it's one of the Catholic schools, that there is an armed guard, maybe not having a visible weapon discreetly available to handle this crisis. Because the first thing that happens when these things transpire is a call is made to 911, get somebody here with a gun immediately. So if this is going to proliferate and become aggravated because the mentally ill, those with access to guns in dysfunctional situations, are going to find their way back into the schools to set a new record. And so the next time there's a school board meeting, either next week or the week after, how about showing up during the public comment section and saying, get a hold of Joe Eaton of the Buckeye Firearms Association, go online. They have programs that educate schools about the safety issues involved when the gun is in the school before the shooting, as opposed to the gun being in the school after the shooting. Now let's continue with more. Eddie and Mark Blazier are next, and I will be next with you on March the 1st. I'm going to take off about 9 days to go with my buddies to Florida and play golf. Maybe do a little fishing. I'll be monitoring the station on the iHeartMedia app as I do all the time. 2:59. See you in about 10 days. That's your home of the Reds. News Radio 700. WLW Cincinnati. Federal charges filed against Russians posing as Americans and duping Americans in the run-up to the 2016 election. The FBI says it dropped the ball on investigating a tip last month related to the Florida school shooter, and Cincinnati area teens facing charges for alleged threats involving local schools. Those stories and more coming up.
Hi, Mike McConnell here for the Blooming Garden Center, and it's time to start thinking about your lawn care. Since Denny McEwen created the Fertilome 3-Step Lawn Program back in 2007, it's created and maintained the best-looking lawns in the Tri-State. 4-step programs apply too much fertilizer in the spring. If you want a strong, healthy lawn, you need to treat your lawn with the Fertilome 3-Step Program. Whether you're already using the program or you'd like to make the switch, you need to order the program in February to get the lowest price of the season. Whenever you buy the program from Blooming Garden Center, you save 19 to 30%. But if you place your order this week at Blooming, you'll save an additional 5%. You can place the order in person, or you can order by phone and just pick it up when you're ready for it. The Blooming Garden Center is easy to find, located 1 mile north of the Kenwood Town Center, right there on Kenwood Road. For more information or to place your order, the number to call is 891-9035. That's 891-9035 for the Blooming Garden Center. News, weather, and traffic for February 16th, 2018. News Radio 700 WLW, Cincinnati.
The feds say that Russians conspired, lied, and duped to affect the election. A federal indictment filed today. This is continuing coverage from News Radio 700 WLW with the 3 o'clock report. I'm Jack Crumley.
This indictment serves as a reminder that people are not always who they appear to be on the internet. The indictment alleges that the Russian conspirators want to promote discord in the United States and undermine public confidence in democracy.
Deputy U.S. Attorney General Rod Rosenstein speaking in a hastily announced news conference today, where he says that a federal grand jury, impaneled by Special Counsel Robert Mueller, has filed federal charges against Russian nationals for alleged crimes ahead of the 2016 election.
The Russians named in the indictment waged what Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein called information warfare against the United States in an attempt to make Americans distrustful of their political candidates and their political system. The defendants posed as politically and socially active Americans, advocating for and against particular candidates. Rosenstein said they manipulated social media and staged rallies, but he said there's no evidence the elaborate scheme altered the outcome of the 2016 presidential race. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York. News Radio 700 WLW has more frequent traffic and weather updates. Heard every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. From the UC Health Traffic Center, UC Health offering the heart transplant program that your doctors trust. Kemper at Chesterdale, an accident. Montgomery at Galbraith, they're cleaning up one. Clifton at King and Ridge at Maple Leaf. Water issues, none on the interstates. They're accident-free. Butterworth between Sibsey and Ascot and Mainville is closed due to the road collapse. And Kerwin between 42 and New Burlington and Waynesville because of high water. I'm Bruce Davis on News Radio 700 WLW.
Now, the latest forecast from the Exergen Temporal Scanner Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy tonight in the Tri-State. We'll hit a low 28 tomorrow. Snow's likely during the day. Could mix with a little rain, clouds, with a high of 40. There's a chance of rain and snow mixed Saturday night as well, but no significant accumulation. Sunday, a clear day, sunshine, 51, but then rain returns for the start of next week. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's your forecast. From 700 WLW. Radar shows just clouds in the Tri-State. It is 40 degrees. This report is brought to you by Staples.
Let Staples help you this tax season with everything you need for less. From storage boxes and filing supplies to software like QuickBooks and TurboTax. And right now, get up to $15 off when you buy TurboTax. Ends 2/17/18. Excludes TurboTax Basic. Staples, it's pro time.
See something, say something has been a phrase promoted since the aftermath of 9/11. But now there are reports that someone did see something, they said something, and apparently nothing was done before Wednesday's school shooting in Parkland, Florida.
6 weeks before the Valentine's Day massacre at this high school, a call was made to the FBI's public tip line, specifically naming Nicholas Cruz and detailing his gun ownership, his erratic behavior, and his disturbing media postings. The tip never made it to the Bureau's Miami field office, and the matter was dropped. The 19-year-old Cruz is now charged with murdering 17 people. FBI Director Christopher Wray calls it a clear breach of the agency's protocol. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Parkland, Florida.
And there is no word this afternoon. Florida Governor Rick Scott is calling on FBI Director Christopher Wray to resign because of that mishandled tip. Meantime, a Hamilton high school student is now charged with aggravated menacing. 19-year-old Cortland Barrett allegedly made a threat involving school violence on social media Thursday night. A student from a different school reported it. Also, a student at Middletown High School was taken into police custody today after a separate alleged threat at that school. That led to a multi-school lockdown in the Middletown area. The Journal News reporting the hard lockdown there ended just before 2 o'clock. A large gathering in Westerville, Ohio today at St. Paul's Church.
I see the light and love in the eyes of the thousands of people in this room who willingly put their lives on the line every day to protect and serve the people of this great nation, and do so knowing that every day could be their last.
That is the Reverend Kyle Hamilton. Hundreds of members of law enforcement turned out for today's service, remembering Westerville police officers Eric Joring and Anthony Morelli. They were fatally shot last Saturday in the line of duty. On Wall Street, right now, the Dow is up 76 points. The NASDAQ is up 1. The S&P is up 5.
News Radio 700 WLW. Sports.
Tonight's a battle for first place in the Horizon League with NKU facing off against Wright State. Coverage from the Nuther Center begins at 8:30 on ESPN 1530. Tomorrow at Big East action at Cintas Center at 3:30 here on News Radio 700 WLW. Number 3 Villanova battles number 4 Xavier. Sunday at 4 o'clock right here on News Radio 700 WLW. American Athletic Conference battle between 19th rated Wichita State and number 5 Cincinnati. News Radio 700 WLW Reds update. 1 week from today, the Reds will open up their Cactus League baseball schedule against the Indians. Bill Dennison, News Radio 700 WLW Sport.
Our next update at 3:30. I'm Jack Crumley, News Radio 700 WLW.
All right, back on the Eddie and Rocky show. Rock out today. Mark Blazer. Blaze back with me. Brother, rocking the hot sands of Fort Lauderdale from what I know right now.
I wonder what it is right there, right now, in Fort Lauderdale. Probably in the, I'm guessing, mid-70s.
No, because that's how awful I am, I checked to see it. Because when I went to Florida the first week of January, people were like going, oh, it's got to be growing down there. No, it was like this.
Made it.
Oh, yeah, in Sarasota. It was like 55 degrees, raining and windy every day.
Rest my foot for a minute.
So I checked it out
Change
so I
my
could
shoes.
rub it in.
Run to the store, I guess. Vape shop. And go get the kiddos. Love you.